Well, the Presidential Election Petition Court has reserved ruling in an application for live broadcasts of the proceedings regarding the petition by candidates of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, member panel of Justice of the Pre-PEC yesterday announced that judgment was reserved shortly after lawyers to parties in the petition argued for and against the granting of the application. Well, this is still serious matters on ONIF TV. Please share videos to that, drop your comment, make them simple and civil as we go into the real thing. Well, thank you very much for keeping pace with us. My name is Olukunle Abraham. So now we're looking at this, and my first thoughts towards this is I'm wondering why the back and forth about whether the election petition tribunal should be televised and made public or not. I don't know why, because I remember there was one Oputa panel some time ago. Do you remember? There was Oputa panel some years back and it was televised. You see, the truth is, if you have nothing to hide, INEC, why are you saying they should not televise? Maybe you said somebody won. That's okay. APC, you said you want square and fair and square, whichever way. That's okay. We agree. You only added that if we don't feel cool about that, we should go to court, and that is what Nigerians have done. That is what Nigerians have done. Now, of course, I stand with Nigeria and I stand with the betterment of our nation, Nigeria. And so if they are now saying, a party is now saying, well, make it public, let everybody see what we are doing. Why should we be doing it? Why should we be handling the judiciary as a secret court? Why should we be handling the judiciary or the election petition that tribunal that concerns every one of us? Why should it be handled secretly? So I see no big deal in televising this. Well, what is your comment? Please make it simple and civil. Let us know. Atiku and PDP, who came second in the February 25 presidential election, had pleaded with the court to allow the televising of the proceeding in his petition, given its significant monumental importance. Their lawyer, Chief Chris Uche, SAN, in moving the application, also prayed the court for an order directing the modalities for the implementation of the live telecast. Well, however, the three respondents, the Independent National Electoral Commission President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the All Progressive Congress APC, opposed the request, arguing that it was inappropriate. INEC's lawyer, Mr. Abubakar Mahmoud, SAN, noted that if granted, it would defeat the solemn atmosphere and the seriousness of the court. Mahmoud, in addition, argued that with the flooding of the courtroom with all kinds of cameras in their faces, including the judex, the proceedings would be brought under undue pressure. Similarly, Tinubu's lawyer, Chief Wole Olanipekun, SAN, stated that live telecast of the proceeding was not necessary because the proceedings was already being given effective coverage with the array of the journalists seated in court. While arguing further that it was not a good time for the profession, Olanipekun submitted that the granting of the request could put court staffs, lawyers, and even witnesses at risk. Well, is it the cameraman that are going to pose a risk to them or what? Well, he observed that Nigeria was not yet ripe for the such live broadcast of courts because necessary facilities and laws were not in place to guide its implementation. But it was in place when there was Oputa panel the other time. Okay, on his part, APC's lawyer, Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, who equated the televising of court's proceeding to the Big Brother Naija series. Well, that's the one that actually brought this particular topic to our platform. When the lawyer said, well, we are not, this is not Big Brother. This is not Big Brother Naija. So that lawyer has been following Big Brother Naija, which is very good. I mean, a lot of you also follow. All of us, get bumping and out at one point or the other. He said that the application, if granted, will invade the privacy of even the judges. Fagbemi further claimed that if granted, it would lead to a situation where petitioners in governorship, national and state House of Assembly election will be demanding for live streaming of their proceeding. Well, we don't have the structure and facility, no policy document. He stated that even in claims where I mean, it should have added that in sync lines. Where televising of court proceedings were permitted, it was still limited, including when witnesses were given evidences, he said, after listening to the submission of counsels. Justice Haruna Tsunami Somani announced that judgment was reserved to a date that would be communicated to the parties or to parties. Meanwhile, during the report on harmonization, it was disclosed that parties agreed not to oppose all documents that emanated from the INEC in the conduct of the February 25th presidential election. The documents must, however, be certified as true reflection of the original copies in line with the provision of the law guiding admissibility of documents. These resolutions were conveyed to the 5-man panel of justice of the presidential election petition court hearing the judge a joint petition of Atiku and PDP challenging the declaration of Tinubu as winner of the disputed election yesterday. Well, we are still on the same matter. Personally, I don't see any big deal. But then you are the wonderful people why we stay here and we do what we do. So we want your opinion on this particular one. What do you think? Is it right? Is there any big deal with televising? Yes, they have made, they have pointed out points. They have pointed out certain reasons why they feel it should not be televised. And one of such is the security of people giving evidences and all of that. So you don't want us to see who actually gave this evidence and all of that. Well, feel free to drop your comment, make them simple and simple. Let us know what your opinions are, on this particular one. It's very important that you let us know. Let us share, stops, let us share thoughts, together so that we move forward from here. And in any case, let me also add that the courts to rule on Atiku's live telecast motion and others on Monday. And so on Monday, we'll be getting the final update on what the court had concluded to do pertaining to televising the electoral petition. I personally still think that it should go viral. It should be televised. Everybody should watch, so that it will calm the atmosphere. Sincerely speaking, somebody might eventually hear something and see something and say, okay, I didn't know this was the way it was. I didn't even know that it was like this. And it will calm the atmosphere and the tension around. Well, it is still serious matters on ONIF TV. I want you to drop a comment. Please make them simple and simple. Thank you very, very much for watching. I love you. Well done. God bless you. Bye-bye.